All right, you'll have to forgive me for that little Steve Jobs reference there. I thought it'd be funny. Anyways, I had a lot of people ask me how I did it, so I wanted to go over some of that with you. The idea was to make both the peaches and the cans float in space. Some of the shots I tried had movement also, so it wasn't just, a static item suspended in air. That's something I could have done in photos, but to actually have movement, I needed to come up with a more complex solution to do it. I tried everything. Peaches are soft and they're just really hard to rig, basically. So the idea was I needed for all the mounts to hold. I needed to be able to reposition everything and place it exactly where I wanted. I needed it to not fall. And I just needed a level of consistency and precision that was really hard to get. This shoot was actually 5 different shoots, maybe 3, maybe every clip in there was from a different shoot. They matched okay. They're not matched perfectly because it was a brand new shoot every time. The slow motion pouring was done on the Zcam E2. It was shot in 1080 at 240 frames per second, which is the slowest slow motion that my camera can do. On these particular shots, I was able to push it all the way to half speed, which makes for a 480 frames per second shot. There's a whole bunch of editing that took place in here. Although everything was filmed practically. People use different NLEs, so I'll just say that the basic idea is masking. It's the same thing that they do in Hollywood when they have an actor jumping out of a building and like really flying through the air. Usually they suspend them and then remove all this suspension stuff in post. That's what I did. The entire shoot was a huge learning process for me. Like I said, I shot it like 4 or 5 times to get the results. I tried a million different shots. Not everything was successful, and that was my big learn. I had an idea in my head and I wanted these shots more than anything in the world, and that's why I kept redoing them. I got obsessive. It was basically around the clock for an entire week on this project. Totally worth it. I shot this whole project in my dining room. I put the paper on the dining room table, taped it down. I have a library cart. I brought a big TV and set it on there so that I could more easily see the framing. The colors weren't accurate, but I could see the framing really well. So I'd just look over at the TV and get the camera view just very, very easily. The lighting was really straightforward. I use a Nanlite Forza 300, which is a kick-ass light. I really, really, really want a Forza 500. So hopefully things will pick up here pretty soon and I can get one. I cannot say enough good things about Forza lights. They are amazing. Actually, the money shot that I wanted in the beginning didn't happen. It was this kind of epic shot of like 4 peaches suspended with a can in the middle, and I would push the camera in from ground level and tilt up and just do this epic slow motion hero shot. And it turns out that my manual slider, it just wasn't smooth. It wasn't anywhere near smooth enough trying to do that move manually. This was my second product shoot. My first one was a Café del Fuego. It was another similar product shoot, basically a bottle, and I got a bunch of props. Everything in the video was components. I hope that some of this made sense and helped. It's kind of a neat thing. It's something that doing these product shoots is something that I'm really passionate about. I have a ton of ideas that I still want to try out, and I hope I get to do them. So thanks for watching. If you have any more questions, please leave a comment and I'll be happy to answer them as best I can.